Hi, we're Dan and Marisa. At the start of August, we packed our bags and set off to travel the world, or at least what we can of it.
Did it! We are through!
We're currently navigating the minefield that is COVID travel. We first started our trip in Spain, then packed and moved into France. After spending 5 days with family and exploring the rural countryside of Carcassonne, we caught a 2-hour train into Toulouse.
It's going to be exciting to go to the next place. This morning we are in Toulouse and we are off on another tour, a walking tour. It's with a guy called Harry apparently. He is from Edinburgh and he's going to be taking us around the highlights of Toulouse for 2 hours.
We got yesterday afternoon at 4 o'clock, we had a quick walk round and it seemed really lively. The street we're on, we come off our little street and there's bars all along the corner and a couple of restaurants. So we're excited to explore that today. So today we've got the walking tour at 10 o'clock. It is now 20 to 9. So we're going to quick wander around, grab a coffee and we will go and see what we can see. See you later.
Let's go!
When we researched the best place to stay in Toulouse, we found that Saint Etienne neighbourhood was coming up the most popular. Everything we wanted to see was within walking distance, from the main cathedral of Toulouse to the riverbed, and right on our doorstep were lively restaurants and bars. The central square of Toulouse was also only a 10-minute walk away, and this was where we would meet our host Harry for our tour. We had a 2-hour tour booked with Harry. He took us all around Toulouse, teaching us about the history and how it shaped the city into what it was today. He held no punches about the dark details of the past, which made the tour so interesting. We ended up touring with Harry for over 3 hours, and honestly, we could have listened to him all day. So we've just finished our walking tour. What do you think?
Oh, do you know, it was such a good few hours. Really enjoyed it. It told us all about the history and showed us each areas that we wouldn't have even thought to have had a look at. Yeah, it's been extremely worthwhile.
Yeah, he was absolutely brilliant, that tour guide. He literally spoke with so much passion, and you could just see he was loving every minute of just sharing all the information, all his knowledge that he had. It was almost a show in itself being with him. It was just, yeah. He was such a great guy.
He loved his job.
Yeah, I would highly recommend going on the tour. We'll put the description in the link below for the tour guide and for his information, what he's got. But yeah, as far as I could say, he was only meant to do it for 2 hours. He ended up going over by a full hour. He kept apologising because he was going down little rabbit holes of information and kind of like going off on tangents, but they're really interesting. Everything linked together. So yeah, if you are coming to Toulouse, I will put that #1 on your bucket list to do.
No, 100% you should come and do the free walking tour with Harry.
Yeah, with Harry, yeah, definitely with Harry. Like I say, we'll put a link in the description below. Do it with him. He's a sideshow in himself. He's outstanding. Yeah, really interesting guy. Right, next up we have a viewpoint we're going to walk to. So just had a little bit of dinner outside one of the churches, and now we're off to the viewpoint. So we'll see you there.
To St Michael's Point. I think we thought it was a viewpoint, but it's not. It's like the edge of a water.
I think we had a bit of a breakdown in communications with our Airbnb host. He told us this was a lookout point, and I think we assumed it would be a high lookout point overlooking the city. It is a lookout point and it's beautiful, but it's just overlooking the water.
So at the point as well, so you're able to eat at the side of the water, a restaurant there, so that's really nice if you fancy doing that. And I can imagine in the night time it would be absolutely stunning. It would be all lit up with lights and things. So
after a quick stop off at the viewpoint, we then wandered around Toulouse a little while longer and decided to head to one of the bars near our hotel.
Everywhere you go, every bar, every restaurant, you have to show that you've had both of your jobs or you're not allowed in, basically. It's quite ruthless. Good evening. We've come to another bar that the Airbnb guide told us to come to. he said if we come here, it's a bar that looks over the whole of Toulouse, and he was correct. So I know we went to a point before and we was a bit sceptical about it this time, thinking it wasn't going to be a viewpoint, but it really, really is. It is beautiful. So we are thoroughly enjoying this.
It's a very strange sensation now, because anybody who knows what Debenhams is at home, it's actually on the roof of Debenhams. France's version of Debenhams. You have to come through a retail store. I was walking around on the street on the ground trying to find it. You come to a retail store, it's actually on the top floor of the retail store.
Yeah, you wouldn't ever find it, but like I said, so we'll add the name onto the bottom of the link, just because I can't say it at this moment in time.
It's in French.
Yeah, and all I can say at the minute is bonjour. But yeah, the sun is about to set, so hopefully we'll be here for a good sunset. Cheers! The night is drawing in, the sun has gone in, and it's looking like it's the end of our trip in Toulouse. It has been beautiful. I feel a bit sad, we've only had like 24 hours here. 100% would come back in the future, but we're enjoying now our last drink. Probably going to get a bit of food on the way in, but we've got a very early start in the morning because we are off to our new place. And I'm not going to tell you what that is, but our new place is coming up. Au revoir!